So students, now I hope that you have understood about the nanowires, particularly properties. What are nanowires? You have visualized, I have shown you animation also. Properties of nanowires, applications of nanowires, especially from electrical engineering point of view. We have discussed. Now let us start with most popular topic of nanotechnology, allotropes of carbon. And if you'll understand basic of this allotropes of carbon, then you will be able to write down short note on any. Generally on this topic, short notes are asked. Okay. So you be prepared for writing short notes, definition, what are those, drawing the diagrams, then properties and applications. Because for whole material science, we need to study properties and applications. So what are the allotropes of carbon? So let us try to understand carbon. And we have to see one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional devices or materials. Okay. So carbon you have studied. This I'm not telling you the chemistry, but let us some revise something. So you know how the carbon particle is there. Two electrons in first cell and four electrons in the outer shell. And to complete the valency, you know, for the second shells, eight electrons are required. But carbon is having only four electrons in its last orbit. So four more electrons it will require. Okay. So how it will just form the bond? It can form bond itself with four other carbon atoms. Okay. So this will be shared with one. This will be shared with another. This will be shared with third, and this will be shared with four. So carbon symbol is C. Atomic number is 6. Atomic weight is this. So just I wanted to show you this. Okay. So element carbon, if you will know, carbon has four electrons in its valence shell, outer shell. Just now I have shown you figure. And since this energy shell can hold eight electrons, each carbon atoms can share electrons with up to four different atoms. Because to complete its valency, it has to share its electrons with four. Then only eight will be there. Okay. So carbon can combine with other elements as well as with itself. With other elements also it can form covalent bond and itself also it can form. So this allows carbon to form many different compounds. That is why you have to study different compounds of carbons, different structures of carbons. Okay. So this allows to form different compounds of varying size and shape. So depending upon shape, you have to study different structures. So varying size and shapes why carbon has, because of only four electrons and it can combine with other elements and also itself. And even if it is combining with itself, lot of variety is there in its sharing, because bond can be double, triple, okay, single, and depending upon bond structure, shape will be also very different. And depending upon shape, you have to study different arrangement. So carbon alone forms the familiar substance graphite. See, now you have to study graphite, diamond, and carbon. Okay, at least three variety. So you must be able to compare. Again, you can write down assignments on comparison that I will give you. So let us try to understand what is graphite and diamond. So carbon alone forms the familiar substances graphite and diamond. Both are made only of carbon atoms. See, even if carbon finds covalent bond in carbon with carbon only, it will have graphite and diamond depending upon how the bond is developed. Okay, so graphite and diamond means carbon with carbon only. Both are made only of carbon atoms. Graphite is very soft and slippery. Diamond, you know, diamond is very hard and that is the hardest material in the world. Okay, so remember that diamond is hard but graphite is soft and slippery. Why it is slippery? The bonds will be slippery. Diamond is the hardest substance known to man. If both are made only of carbon, what gives them give different properties? They are made up of carbon only. So I told you. So just see, you have to understand this long chain. So this is just looking like a long chain. This is looking like a branch change. So branches are there. This carbon. It will just combine with a chain structure. Carbon, 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 it will just combine like a branch chain. Branch chain. This is the chain, but branches are there for the chain. And this is like a closed ring. Armchair is also there. So closed ring. This is just like a ring. Okay. So here you have to study different structures. So carbon forms very large number of compounds. We have seen the number of carbon compounds is more than 3 million. But see, carbon compounds are more than 3 million. We will study only 4 or 5. Okay, it is more than the number of compounds formed by all other elements. This is because carbon atom can form bonds with other carbon atoms to form long chain, branch chains and close ring and armchairs also. This property is called as catenation. So this property of carbon is known as catenation. Since the valency of carbon is 4, it can form bonds with other carbon atoms or with atoms of other elements like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, halogens. So here you can just see how this is looking like. So there are strong covalent band between carbon atoms in each layer. So there will be different layers. So if you see, this is the first layer, this is second layer, this is third layer. Number of layers will be there and they will constitute carbon tubes. Okay, so there are strong covalent bonds between carbon atoms in each layer, but only weak forces exist between the layers. And this allows layers of carbon to slide over each other in graphite. So I told you graphite diamond will be based upon how bonding is done. So when carbon layers are very having weak forces, different layers of carbon bonding is having weak forces, they will slip over each other, and this will allow layers of carbon to slide over each other in graphite, and that's why graphite is slippery. So you can understand basic, or you can remember figure. If you could remember that, you can write down properties and applications. On the other hand, in diamond, what will be there? Each carbon atom is the same distance to each of its neighboring carbon atom. So distance between this each carbon atom between the other carbon atoms will be very fixed. Okay. Same distance, all carbon distance will be same and they will be not slippery. So in this rigid, that will be rigid bonding. So in this rigid network, atoms cannot move. And this explains why diamonds are so hard and have such a high melting point. So students start writing this, start drawing mind map for carbon graphite. Write down carbon graphite. Whatever points I am going to cover, you just create the mind map for graphite and diamond, or in simplest way, comparison form. And write down first points. What you will explain? You will explain first how bond is made. First point, bond is made. Second point, nature of bonding. Start creating points to explain carbon structures. So that is one mind map. Draw tree or draw butterfly, draw any points required to explain carbon structures. Then second, create the difference between carbon and graphite. And just you will show me this mind map in next lecture, but today only you have to start it. Okay, complete in the next lecture. I would like to take extra lecture on Wednesday. Okay, so graphite, if not Wednesday, Thursday is already there. So see what you need to study. We need to study in detail graphite, diamond and BC8. BC8 is not required. Only graphite, diamond, fullerene, nanotube and graphene. Okay. So how you will explain this graphite? How you will explain this graphene? How you will explain fullerene? And how you will explain nanotube? And how you will explain diamond? Okay. So if carbon structures are there, you need to write down all. You need to draw all. But if one is there, then you will elaborate its applications and properties. So let us see details about the graphite, diamond, fullerene, nanotubes, and lot of confusion is there. While checking papers, I have observed in my experience, throughout my experience, this nanotechnology is introduced in last 4 5 years only. But I have observed students confuse a lot, jumbling. So picture you keep fixed in your brain. I would like to show you video and then I would like to proceed. So that if one picture is fixed in your brain, that fullerene, this ball-like structure, nanotube like tube-like structure, and then graphene, this you can just see, then graphite, then there will be a less confusion. Okay, so let us start to watch the video allotropes of carbon, and then we will discuss about that. So first visualize that, and then we'll just see details. So allotropes of carbon. So I think video will give you the breaks also, and understanding also.